Hello, welcome back. Last time I got to level 24, so let's start from there. Beep, that is fine. Can hear that every time. Okay, so things happening here. Cursor, please tuck cleanly in the corner. I could make that more convenient for myself. Maybe I'll edit my setup. Here we go. All right, I'm just going in, trying things, not thinking too far ahead. You are in an imposing spot there. I need you to move. All right, so you need to be manipulated a bit to get out of my way. Gotta raid this treasure ship. You just want to be there, huh? Okay, that's fine. This sound is so loud, I always have to turn it down so much. There we go. And again, no one but me needs to know about this. Oh. You're stuck down there. How sad. How did that happen? Alright, I dug for that treasure. You're not gonna find me. Mostly I can just get the rest in peace. Oh, that ladder doesn't go all the way down. Okay, so I need to go around where that one robot is, and that could become a problem. I guess a safe way to deal with him looks like... Okay, interesting. So they can walk right through... I'm dead. They can walk right through... if they haven't fallen into a space that I dug, then they won't get buried in it. If I stand here, you pick up a money bag and go all the way over there. I think that might be healthier than where you had ended up. So if I just treat this... Oh, I didn't have to dig that. If I treat this as a time limit to get in here and back out... I think that's maybe the most sensible way to do this. Dig that, dig these two, get in fast, and wait, I don't even have a time limit, I can dig my way out. Okay, never mind. Everything is fine here. Alright, so you two need to give me the contents of your pockets. Okay. Eventually. You didn't have any, alright, well, you gave it to me anyway. And you've already put that on the ground, it looks like, and then picked it up, and there we go, okay. And the sail is up, and I can climb it to the end, but not from here. That needs to fill in. Yeah, so this level looks like it's just mostly about the tight quarters. And the funny ship shape. Alright, so, next level. I guess you get an extra man after every level? Okay, this looks a lot like a level I did a bit ago. Want to just try and do it? I do. I'm smelling the smell of fake bricks, maybe. There's just a certain look to levels that involve those. Well, okay, so for example, I can't dig left or right there. Are these fake? Or can I just not dig on a wire? Maybe that's what's happening. Okay. That's perfectly escapable, except now I'm down here. I wonder if I missed my opportunity to do things I needed to do. I don't like where you are. I'm in a bad spot here. I think I need to try to bury you in these. Okay, that might be doable. So check this out. You want to be there? Why don't you be right here? And just kind of sit there. Okay, so you've respawned. In a place that doesn't help me much at all, except you've taken a different route. Could you bring that money bag to me? That'd be nice. You're gonna fall on my head, though. Okay, that's not too bad. That one went to prison. Okay, you're never coming back out of there. That's nice. And from here I can loop back around, get that thing real quick. Okay. Great. You're in a place where you're not likely to bother me for a while. So I'll just ignore you and go about my day. Unharassed. Great, okay. Just putting that one guy in jail forever has kind of trivialized this. I'm okay with that, it's part of the game. how do I get... Oh, you're funny. I need your help. And if you go into jail, if I lose my other guy and he doesn't respawn in just the right place, okay, this level's a little meaner than I thought. So we have a first out-of-reach money bag that requires a robot's help in order to collect it. Let's see. Can I convince you to go where I want you to go? Not easily. Okay. How will I do this? I don't know. Okay, let's try going here and digging the other direction. I can probably cause you to be... Here we go. Okay, didn't respawn where you needed to. I'm going to need you in a specific spot. It's very important for my success. And you care about my success, don't you? A little to the left. You might walk right when you get out. You did not. Okay. With this timing, you'll probably die in the second hole. I should time how long it takes for these things to fill in, because I don't actually know. That was dangerous. There we go. That's where you need it to be. You will bring me money. That's a fake floor, by the way. Right here. Okay. Thanks for the help. See, that worked out. Alright, bunch of undiggable floors, central structure that looks a little bit intimidating. I think I see how I'm going to have to handle it. That's not so bad. So one dig spot right here. If you want to fight somebody, this is the fight spot. That's all you get. That's all I need. Gonna deal with some of this before I go to that center structure. Okay, so first you need to be gotten in isolation. And then this one, same deal. But yeah, I see exactly how to get the center one there. At least I think I do. Width equals depth. So I'm going to start here. And I need to widen my hole down there, and it's a long process to get there. Alright, that's plenty of space. In fact, that's all I need. There we go. Okay, so now the rest. I want to go down there, but it's a little bit infested. Can I get here in time? No way, not even close. I say, doing it easily. I keep overestimating their speed. They're slow. Alright, so there's only one way over, and it is through 3 robots, which is a bit of a pain. I will simply convince them to relocate. Everybody, come over here. Everybody follow me. And if you want to go in a hole, that's fine too. You didn't follow the way I wanted you to exactly. In fact, that's not at all what I desired. What is this flanking maneuver? Guess I'll have to bury you. Alright, at least one will get buried from that. Maybe all 3. Okay, that moved the problem right back to where it was. However, the spacing is different. Maybe I can get across 3 this way? Not really. Okay, if I bury one from here... or if I can keep them busy and get across, that's just not going to happen that way. Okay, well, I think I can get across this. There we go. Alright, you stay there, you hop in here. Perfect. Okay, that's all I need. Unless somebody respawns too close to me, which they might. Great. Okay, 27. Alright, we're in sort of an infinity symbol. That's what I'm seeing, at least. I want to take a moment to route this. So I'm thinking going down this way first, dig there and get that, loop back around, dig there, get that, loop back around. You're going to be probably jumping off this cliff pretty quickly. Go here, get this, get those. While I'm here, dig that out. Oh, while I'm here, maybe I want to dig that out. Okay, I'm going to make several loops through this. In fact, lots of loops. Yeah, so looks like there's nothing to be too concerned about. Just survive and dig and collect. All right. Do they ever walk sideways off ladders when there isn't floor there? I don't know how much danger I put myself in by being where I was. That was almost acceptable. Yeah, I can work with this. Sure. Okay, especially if you consent to be juked over there. Am I in trouble? Not yet. Getting close. Now I am. I'm gonna need you to walk to the right. Thank you. Keep doing that. Do it more. Thank you. All right. Gotta get this. And what will you do? Climb all the way up? That's acceptable to me. All right. So I can't go in there right now. Let's make this detour. I need those robots to move. You dropped some money. That's nice. You want to bring it to me? Thanks. Okay, you're off the cliff now. But there is another dude there. Can I get him to come to me? Oh, I don't like being in this spot again. Okay. He's still there. I guess I'll go to the other side. I didn't mean to do that. That's kind of okay. I can at least get this. Okay. Sure. Alright, this is part of my original plan. Great. Will that guy stay there long enough? No. Okay, that's fine. Those two on the left will never find their way to me, I suspect. They might be able to, but they probably will not. Here's this, here's that, and one that I have to dig to. Oh, they found their way. Okay. I gave them too little credit. I'd like you to move. When I stood there, you were coming toward me. Great, that's what I want. Are you carrying anything? No. All right. Got the money. Don't have a way out just yet. There's a dude in my way. There it goes. That floor took a while to fill in. Oh, I just died. I could have dug one way or another to escape that and do another loop. Oops. Oh well. We're doing it again. That's fine now that I know what I'm doing. This will be quicker, maybe. Just watch the situation, make sure things are safe enough. Whoops. So now we got that traffic jam there. That needs to resolve before I can go anywhere. I can go as far as this, but that's not helping resolve the traffic jam. If I come down here, I think I need to respawn them. Oops. That's not enough space to dig. I am in so much trouble. Whoa, okay, that was fun. Why am I alive? I shouldn't be, it feels like, but I am. Okay, that worked out way better than I would have expected. Great, that's all fantastic. You're all on the left. That's where I want you. Okay? They won't stay there forever, as I have seen, but they will stay for a while. And I would like to do as much of this transaction in peace as I can before they find their way to me, which they are trying pretty hard to do. Gotta wait a long time for that to come back. Standing here is acceptable. This doesn't update their pathfinding to go all the way up. They're obviously not running any kind of like A-star or anything like that. Whatever pathfinding algorithm is used here is fairly rudimentary and involves a lot of heuristic guesswork, probably. Alright, last one, and the way out was where? One more loop gets me to it. Okay, great. Either side is fine. How would I do the right side first? Well, there would be ways. Alright, 28. Another very fortified looking structure. I see this suspicious pit here with a robot in it. You're going to be a little hard to deal with, but I think if I dig here you might walk left and get buried, but that's a bit of a leap of faith. So other things, since I saw I can walk on their heads safely even if they're not pitted, if I could get the other two into this pit, then I could just walk all the way across all of them. So that might be part of my goal here. However, I think it'd be possible to deal with this guy on his own. I'm not sure though. It kind of depends how he behaves when I'm here. Like if I could convince him to walk left. If not, then he would just have me pinned down there forever. Okay. Well, we will see. You're going in a direction that I like. Can I convince you to go all the way up that ladder? I can. How far left do you go? You dropped your money. That far. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to need you out of that hallway because I need to climb this ladder. This should be good timing for respawn. No, that's a little too early. Late, rather. Early, rather. Oh, okay, I see the situation there and here, and okay, I'm committed to this now. There's no getting around that guy. Technically I could have maybe done it. Okay, well, I guess I'm spending a life here to find out what happens in this situation while that dude comes down in my head and kills me. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so that's a loss condition. I think I need to get all three in that hole. But if one's carrying money, they're not going to drop it because that's not a whole hole. Okay, so I need these two that are free to come to me, but you've already fallen in a place that it doesn't seem like I can prevent you from falling into. That was not ideal. It was actually fine. Okay, you respawned there. That's okay for now, I guess. Wait, how would you get in there? You will not ever. All three cannot exist in this partition. That one who started here, like, so look at this line. That goes all the way across. I can't get a third robot in here. No matter what, there's a maximum of 2 in this pit. And the respawn space is always up here. Yeah, so only up to 2 in that pit, so how will I deal with it? Do I need one to, like, sit at the half tile here? So that I can walk across both? I don't know. But one thing I do know is I probably do need that guy in the pit. Okay, let's see, let's do it this way. I can dig my way out of there just fine. I'm not subject to your restrictions. So I need you on that wire, but I don't think there's going to be a way to easily convince you to do that, huh? Oh, okay. Well, you went in. Now I need horizontal movement, but they're not making any of that. I also have to hope that guy was not carrying any money. There's the possibility of new ladders happening if the last money bag I get is right in the area of the pit. You, come here. Come here. No, come here. That's right. Oh, also, I need to do some operations here to make sure you get buried. How will burying you help me? It kind of won't. Did not help in the slightest. Okay, well I just need to get around you then. Okay, so much heavier manipulation of robots here than usual. I suppose I'll leave you there, slow you down a bit, and otherwise just ignore you. Okay, so here's the thing I can do. I can put myself here and get this money bag, hope that robot's not carrying any, loop around again, get the other one last, see if any new ladders happen, and that's how I'll know whether it is the last one or not. And if ladders rescue me from that situation, then we're good. If they don't, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So let's see if I get rescued. I don't. Oh, I see it. It's much simpler than any of that. There's a way to escape this. Okay. This is 3 wide and 2 tall. There we go. Okay. That's all it is. I was seeing a puzzle where there was none yet. I'm sure that sort of thing will happen in later levels. There are still another 122 of those things. Plenty of room for advanced robot manipulation. It'll happen. I'm sure of it. 29. I'm there. Wires are all the way at the top. And just a bunch of little money chambers that I have to be real careful how I dig out. How... Do some of these have fake floors? Do I need to employ a robot here? Ah, so I see now... Alright, let's test if this is a fake floor. It is. Okay. Maybe I will presume that everything that's otherwise impossible there is a fake floor. Whoops! Okay. Well, so let me demonstrate. I mean, that is a demonstration of why the abort man button is there. Watch where you're digging. I'm going to wait for you to come down this way. And you too. I guess, actually, my hole would have filled back in, so I didn't have to forcibly end that game, but it was fine. Okay, so now I'm going to pause for a second here. I might be too late already. So I can't dig on a wire, right? So I have to trust that that's a fake floor, right? I think so. Okay, we're gonna have to just loop again. I mean, this one was. That one probably is too. Maybe only the, well, but this one I can dig out all the way. So I can test this safely. That one's real. Okay. So the pattern doesn't always hold. Make sure the bottom's safe enough. It is. And I guess while I'm here, let's dig out the center. Although I'd like to know what I'm doing over on the other side. That's kind of important, actually. Problems coming, but they won't be able to reach me. I'm safely behind holes that I dug with my tool. Okay, you have put yourself in a place where you can't get me anymore. Great. I guess look at these while I'm here. Oh, I'm in a terrible spot. I think I can escape, especially if you climb up instead of down. That's good for me. Come over here. Thanks. And I can get across here. I'm not really quick enough, though. Where are they headed? Toward me? That's not what I wanted. Okay, well. Okay, well, let's try this strategy. No, I can't dig there. Or at least maybe it didn't register my dig. Do I just trust that that's fake floor? No. Oh, I can dig on a wire. Why didn't it let me before? Okay, well that time it did. I still don't know if that floor is fake. but now I don't need to. Let's assume it wasn't, because that wire was there specifically for that purpose. Okay. 30. I'm up here. I have to cross 3, which I don't believe to be possible under these normal circumstances. So let's spread them out. Oh, but there's a fake floor. Never mind. Okay, so I have to respawn them and have them bring me the money. We already had that once, and now we have it again. Gonna get you here to make sure that either way you run, you will get buried. That did not happen. Whoops! Okay. So respawn has to happen far left. What will this situation look like? Bad for me. Okay, so one man bringing money to me. Timing should be reasonably good for that. Let's dig a few holes just to be sure. Because I'm not sure you're getting buried. You did. Okay, you'll bring me 1. That's great. I need 2 more. I'll liberate you from that prison momentarily. They've stacked themselves. Okay, all 4 being there is not so great for my survival when trying to do operations on that area. Also, I don't know... Okay, well I found the fake floor. I'm probably dead. Yep. I should have dug right. Okay. Alright, so there's some complications here. Maybe I want to try and get all of the money out of there before I leave this area? Let's make an attempt at that. My timing is really iffy here. Well, I got 1. Okay, I got 2, but they didn't bring me any money. Guess I'm just gonna have to be patient and hope they don't slip through my fingers. Whoa! Okay, great. They do kind of tend to go downward. So you fall through there, that's fake. Here's this. Let's clear out this area a little bit. I might be able to get that money. I need to not die. I did it. Okay, here comes some money in my direction. And yeah, all these floors are real. Got it. Great, that's 2 of them dead, I think. That was the wrong way to dig. I meant to press the other key, but oh, same thing happened again. How am I mixing up left and right? It's not even just like the words. I'm actually pressing to the left when I mean to press to the right. Alright, well I need to clean this up at some point, so I might as well start now. There's just a bunch of tasks to do, so if I just do those tasks while incidentally also burying robots, then the money will get brought where it needs to get brought. Could you both die? Thank you. That's going to need to happen a lot more times. There are 5 robots in this level. That's an unusually large amount. Whoops! Well, that's fake. Got it. Great, there comes 1. Here comes another, and that should clear up all the money in there. Great, as long as nobody drops it at the wrong time. They did not. Okay, so all the money is on the field here. I'm going to need to approach the left side of that to actually claim it. Oh, and deal with this situation. So some of you need to be buried just to get the field a little clearer. Yeah, you stand there. Perfect. You're trapping all your friends, and that's great for me. Okay. Yeah, so that bottom space fills up with robots and money. And that might make it a little hard to deal with, actually. Okay. I'd like you to stay where you are. Okay. Got those, got that. I'm going to use this escape hatch, actually. That was a little too dangerous where it was. Okay, so everybody is in the party place. I'm going to approach from the leftmost side. Here. I can get some of that money at least. In fact, right, all I need to do is get the money and that's all of it. Okay. I had it in my head that I would have to kill all those robots, but that is not necessary. Alright, that's level 30 done. 31's going to be next. I'll see you next time for this.